Do you not think if I'm putting those heavy weights on that bar every single day, it is going to push my ass into positions I didn't think were physically possible? You're fucking right it is. Strength is the #1 attribute that we train. And it's no wonder why strength and conditioning coaches for professional football teams or whatever teams get paid millions of dollars to keep those athletes strong. So yeah, no powers in the first 2 years. Get that flexibility going, okay. And if you happen to go under a weight where you didn't want to power it, you just kind of did it, well then write it down, train the bottom every single day until it starts to piece itself together, okay? Use your hips. I always know a beginner when he or she comes walking up to me and says, Donny, it hurts. It hurts right here when I lift. Why? And I think they're even making bridges now with pads in it. What the fuck is that? I've been donating a gym towel for years to stick in your spandex or whatever you wear, you know. I remember when I first started, we cut up pieces of rubber and carpet, put everything we could in there. As you get fatter, you know, it does get better. But, yeah, it's going to hurt. Steel bone. It's flesh, blood, and bone. If that's going to keep you from bringing the hips through, then maybe you're in the wrong sport. And there's exits on 2 sides of this building, so if it hurts and you don't want to do it, then there you go. But I will tell you, it does get better. The body does adapt. Buy your fancy britches, I'll laugh at you, but if it gets you through the training session, then so be it. I can't wait for the day where somebody comes with those britches on, with those little finger shoes, you know, ready to train, and I'm just gonna, I'm done with myself. But I'm one of a handful of Americans that have the privilege to train with the butcher, Ivan Abaji, okay? And I tie in the word violent with this must, because it's what one of my coaches, Glenn Penley, shared an exchange with me in a phone conversation one night. Abaji was killing me, I mean, literally killing me. I eventually got 103-degree fever with him. You know, we squatted to maximum 18 times a week. I mean, that's just the squat. Okay. And I got on the phone and I said to him, so I'm dying out here, literally fucking dying. And he said, Donny, you always do your best when you get this stuff. You always get to the training session and you get angry. So he said, move violently. And he was right. When you use your hips against that bar, as you see me lift later on, I will clean it for you later on today. I want you to not just, I don't want you to look at necessarily how much I'm lifting. You know, I love making the off few minutes today before. But I want you to feel the bar as I lift. I always say that's the main difference between a professional weightlifter and someone who uses weightlifting to further their own discipline. It is the amount of violence a weightlifter puts into the bar. The aggressive violence. You know, me trying to break that bar. I mean, when I come into training, think about it. I mean, that bar has just ripped my arm out of its shoulder. It has broken my neck. You know, it has, you know, and weightlifting is a safe sport. That's what shit. Anything you push, you know, anything you push to a certain level, you're going to walk a line. You know? But when I come into the gym to train, I'm angry. I'm sick to my stomach sometimes. I'm nauseous. You know? Even now, I want to break this marker because I'm thinking about already going to maximum just from mentioning it to you now. That's what it does to me. I'm angry. Because I know the amount of work that is going to be required to get to where I was before and to push it another 5 kilos to do do something remarkable, make an Olympic team. I know the work ahead of me, and that's why I get angry. That's why I get disgusted. That's why I get nauseous. But every PO you make, every time you get on that podium, every medal put around your neck, you're like, oh, that was worth it. Every hot shower you take after competition, oh, that was worth it. Was it? Move your feet. Move your feet does not mean this circus shit right here, okay? That I see sometimes. Move your feet implies quick feet. Think about it that way. How quick you put your feet back down. Ever see that video of Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch? You know, where he puts his fist next to the judo champion's chest and he goes, and the guy falls back about 10 feet. It is that amount of power and that amount of space that I want you to generate. You know, feet quick down. And I'm echoing this whole gym. If you can hear your feet, you're landing flat. You know? If all you hear is this, obviously you didn't land flat. You're not balanced out. You didn't move your feet as powerfully as you could. By moving your feet and making some noise, you're showing me that you are trying to impart as much force against the platform as possible. And as you get heavier and heavier, especially 90% above, I would still like to see you move your feet the same way, but if you can't, not as much of a big deal as, say, 50%. Just make the damn weight. Make the lift. You know. We're hoping that that carries over. You moving your feet with the lighter weights, I'm hoping that that carries over and you're still trying to move your feet that way at 5, 10 kilos less than your best. Does that make sense? Yeah. This is the easiest must to apply and it always gives immediate gains. I had a kid out in New Zealand do this and he made 12 kilo improvement on his snatch. Just like that. Get your eyes forward. Look at the back wall, there's X's back there, you see, you know. It's to keep weightlifters in the habit of looking straight. You know, you wouldn't believe how many times I've seen lifters look down and all the way, and they wonder what they're jumping for. Okay? What's down there? You know? There's nothing down there that's going to help you, okay? If there was, I'll let you know. But just by looking straight ahead, ties in the golden rule. Does it not tighten up your back more? And if I'm looking down versus, look how much tighter I get my back. Boom. And I'm going to say it all day today. I know it. I mean, I always get at least 2 or 3 people, you know. No, look up, look at that. Just bring your eyes forward, okay? Bar close to the body. Let me stand up for 1 second. Mike Bergner, my first weightlifting coach ever in practice, he comes walking up to me one day and he says, Donny, I want you to keep the bar right here, right there. And I never forgot Mike's hand. I still see Mike's calloused hand right in my face holding the Fosters even to this day. You know? So when you're lifting, when she's lifting, hopefully you'll never forget my hand. Okay. That's how close I want you to keep the bar. What a month into training. Oh, man. But keeping it close facilitates speed. Look at a sprinter staying in his lane perfectly. You know, keeping everything tight. His arms